I never thought I'd end up working the graveyard shift at the old train car yard. It wasn't exactly my dream job, but it paid the bills, and I couldn't complain. The yard was massive, sprawling with row upon row of rusting train cars. Some were being refurbished, others were destined for the scrap heap. My job was to make sure everything was secure at night. The first few weeks were uneventful. Just me, the occasional hooting of an owl, and the distant rumble of trains on the active lines. But then I started to hear things. At first I wrote it off as the wind or my imagination, but the noises were too frequent, too deliberate. They were coming from one car in particular. It was an old passenger car, the kind with the individual compartments. It had been there for as long as I could remember, never touched. The noises started as faint scratching, like someone was dragging their nails down the walls. I'd walk by the car, shine my flashlight in the windows, but I never saw anything. The scratching turned to thuds. It sounded like someone was pacing back and forth inside. I considered investigating, but something held me back. Maybe it was the way the car loomed in the dark, or the feeling of eyes upon me whenever I got close. Then my coworker, Jerry, vanished. We weren't exactly friends, but it was unnerving. He signed out for his break and never came back. His car was still in the lot. The cops got involved, but they never found anything. It was like he'd been swallowed whole. After Jerry disappeared, the noises from the train car got louder. I could hear muffled voices, laughter. It didn't sound malevolent, but it raised the hairs on the back of my neck. I tried to avoid the car, but it was hard. My curiosity was piqued. One night I decided to explore. I brought my flashlight and a baseball bat just in case. The car was eerily quiet as I climbed the steps. The air inside was stale and musty. I shone my light into the compartments, my heart pounding in my chest. That's when I saw it. A piece of paper on a seat scribbled with a name, Jerry's name. I didn't sleep that night. I kept thinking about the noises, Jerry's name, the feeling of unease. I didn't go back to work. I couldn't shake the feeling that something in that train car was waiting, watching. And it wasn't just the living it was waiting for.